That ain't retarded. He was a goddamn war hero. Right. You know any retarded war heroes?
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of... fucked it up already. Welcome back. All right, we're cutting that. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Celebrity Rehab. I am your host, Kodak Black, and today we have another episode type shit.
Man, everyone's gay once in a while.
Let's see. Do I have any spring cleaning? It is literally spring. It's nice outside. And the cool thing about warm weather outside is whenever I record the podcast, I have to turn the AC and the fan off so the microphone does not pick it up, and I start to sweat. So that's the cool thing about springtime, even though I do love it. I love it so much. I'm so happy. My fingers aren't frozen because they froze all winter long. Like, it's a real problem. I'm seeing doctors about it. But I love the warm weather. Anyways, spring cleaning. There's none. Trying to set up a guest, but it's hard to set up guests. But there is one person in particular that I do have in mind. So I talked about that already last week. Also, I think I wore this outfit last week. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. Let's see. Today is May the 5th. Recording right now. This won't come out for 2 weeks, but there was no episode today because 2 weeks ago I didn't record, and I want to maintain that window of time between recording and releasing, just because I like to have episodes banked. So the episode I recorded last week will come out next week. Also, real quick, I would like to shout out the door-to-door salesman who literally came to my house last week, and he tried to sell me on killing bugs. And not like... I know what you're thinking, and I know you're thinking, oh, an exterminator came to your house. No. That was my initial thought, and this is not the fucking... It's not what happened. This guy came, and he wanted to kill the bugs that were in the corners of the porch. The car park, as people would call it in other places. He wanted to kill those bugs, like the spider webs and the little bee nest and whatever else is up there, spider eggs. And he also explained to me what spider eggs are, which I'm so glad, because even though I knew it. I've lived in North Carolina literally my whole entire life, and I've seen plenty of spider eggs. I've seen a lot. Everybody who grew up here has, and who grew up other places as well. Like, I don't think spider eggs are rare, but this young gentleman, also, by the way, this guy had that dumb fucking haircut that young men are getting, where it's like shaved on the side and just scruffy on top, like shaggy on top. And here's the thing about fads. People indulge in a fad, obviously because other people are doing it, but they think they're expressing themselves with whatever the fucking thing they're doing, but they're not. They're just doing what their bros are doing. And I'm speaking about this fade on the side, shaggy on top haircut in particular. And it just really annoys me. It's a dumb haircut. It looks dumb. And these guys look dumb. Do something else with the top of your head. Do anything else with the top of your head. Do literally anything else with the top of your head. So this kid with this dumb fucking haircut rolls up into our driveway, and he's riding one of those, it's like a, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a hoverboard, but it has bigger wheels on it. It's something I would never ride, so I don't know what it is. It's not quite a hoverboard. It's the same mechanics of a hoverboard, but the wheels are bigger, and it had like, it wasn't handlebars, but it had something that went in between your knees. I don't know what that's about. It had 2 wheels as well, not just one. The little machines that have 1 wheel on them, those are kind of more hardcore. This was not that hardcore. It was very casual. Anyways, he rolls into my driveway with that, and I'm sitting in my room looking out of my window, and I see him, and I think, oh, is this young kid gonna rob our house on this 4x4 hoverboard? Because I hope not. I hope I don't have to knife fight this teenager out here in the driveway real quick. Because that would frankly, that would ruin my week. That would ruin my day bad, and that would ruin my week probably even worse if I had to knife fight a teen boy on a fucking 4x4 hoverboard in my driveway when I'm just trying to have a chill afternoon. And that's all I'm ever trying to do on Tuesday is have a chill afternoon and a chill evening. Chill morning as well. That's my Tuesday. So anyway, this kid pulls up. I see him, right? And I'm like, what is this guy doing? And I walk outside and I talk to him. And he starts off with what all those door-to-door salesmen start off with. He starts with, we've done a lot of houses in the neighborhood today. And I'm just letting you know that today, man, for you, dude, I'll do half off. And I was like, do what? And then he went into a spiel about killing bugs. Not, like I said, not exterminating. He's not going to gas the house to get rid of ants or whatever might be in here. Crickets. We have crickets in this neighborhood. He's not trying to get rid of those. Like a very competent exterminator would do. This guy was not that. And you knew he wasn't that when you saw his haircut, right? You knew that immediately. He was not an Arby's boy.
We them Arby's boys! Slam!
So he starts pointing out, the spider webs in the corners of the porch and educating me on spider eggs, like I said, and said that he could go in and kill them. And he was telling me how in 2 weeks they're going to be way worse, which is true. But also, we lived in this house for, I don't know, 100 years. My family has been here for 100 years. We don't age, we don't die. We've been here for 100 years. We understand what happens in the springtime going into summertime. So he starts telling me this is going to be way worse in 2 weeks. And I'm like, oh. And then he says, you see these? These are spider eggs. These are going to hatch. And I go, oh my God, what? Spider eggs? And then we go into my backyard, which I don't know why. And he says that he can, what's the word he used? Treat? He might have said treat the yard. Essentially, he wanted to poison our yard. Because he explained to me as well, because also, I guess I look like someone who needs this explained to him. He explained that spiders don't start in the house. He explained that spiders are actually born and they come from the yard and the woods. This guy with this teenage boy, he could have been 21 years old. This teenage boy on a hoverboard with this stupid haircut explained to me that spiders come from the woods. And he wanted to poison our yard. He wanted to put a moat of poison that the spiders would just have to fly over. The spiders would have to fly over the poison yard. But the thing is, we have a dog, and my neighborhood is full of free-range dogs. Like, there's probably a dozen dogs in this neighborhood. And probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 or maybe 6. They're just free-range dogs. Free-range dogs. And we can't be poisoning our dog or the neighbor's dogs. That's not how we roll in this neighborhood. That is not how we do it over here. This is a pretty decent neighborhood as far as community goes, and we just don't do that to each other's dogs. There's not an HOA about it either. We just decided morally we're not going to do that. So I told this guy, hey man, we've lived here forever. We understand the spiders. We get it with a broom, just like everyone else out here. We just get it. We don't need poison in the yard, and I don't need you. What are you going to even clean it with? Your hoverboard? Are you going to get a ladder and stand up there and clean it with your dumb fucking haircut, dude? Get out of here, brother. We don't want it. We don't need it, dude.
Man, everyone's gay once in a while.
So, that happened. And honestly, dude, look, I'm not mad at people trying to get the bag, but don't come over here trying to get this bag, dude. Wow, that sounded.
Man, everyone's gay once in a while.
Anyways, I told him and his hoverboard and his dumb haircut to get out of here. And honestly, dude, if you're going to come to my house and you're going to try and sell me something, first of all, don't be on a hoverboard. I don't care if it's convenient. I don't care if it makes your life easier. As soon as I see the hoverboard, my first thought is no. No. And this guy, as unprofessional as it was, he had a company shirt on. The shirt had a logo and the shirt had a collar. But as soon as I see a hoverboard, bitch, I am not buying whatever you're selling. If you want to sell me something, you better be walking or in a half decent car. It better be a half decent car. If it's a Toyota, it better be a newer Camry. Don't have the same car as me. You better have something a little bit nicer than my Toyota Corolla SE. You better have the Camry, bitch, because I ain't doing it. Buying something, bitch, I ain't doing that. So don't be on a hoverboard if you want to sell me something. And don't have a dumb haircut. Your haircut better be fire. Listen, if you're trying to sell me something, you better have a haircut that's so good that me, in my mind, says to myself, I wonder where he got his haircut at. If your haircut doesn't make me think that thought, bitch, get out of here. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't care what you're selling. You could be selling Girl Scout cookies, bitch, which I love Girl Scout cookies, but I ain't buying them from you. I'm going to get them from the nice young ladies over outside of the Walmart entrance, just like an American does. Or I'm going to order them from my little cousin when she starts selling them. Like an American does. Fucking idiot. Go wait tables. Why are you riding a hoverboard around my neighborhood? And listen, why do they all tell the same lie that we've done a lot of houses today? Bitch, it's 11:30. You haven't done, if you've done any, it's been one. I know the majority of your morning and half the afternoon. Did I say evening earlier? Doesn't matter. I know half your afternoon has been just hoverboarding around and texting. I know you've been texting. Listen, you don't get a haircut like that unless you get probably about 5.5 or 6 hours a day of screen time. That's what that haircut is I love screen time. I love going to the gym and working my biceps and my chest, and that's mostly it. And I love brain rot terms. That's what that haircut says to me. And that none of those things are anything that makes me want to buy stuff from you. So, figure it out, dude. But I respect people trying to get the bag. Let's see. Well, my voice kind of cracked, and it's fine, dude. I went to watch Sinners. And Sinners was pretty good. But here's the thing. Their accent was kind of... It was good. It was good. But also, sometimes it wasn't good. Sometimes there was just a single word where you go, I ain't buying that one. And I can't think of any of the words off the top of my head. I would have to watch it again and have my notebook in hand. But there's some words they say where you just really think to yourself in the theater, No. Michael B. Jordan ain't about that life. Michael B. Jordan ain't about that life, brother. But, dude, all other aspects of the movie was great. And the funniest part about it is the movie basically, I'm paraphrasing, the movie is basically saying that Irish are the goddamn devil. Although it's just like one Irish guy, but he is biting. Fuck it. I mean, you see the trailer, you know it's about zombies. This Irish guy is biting people and he's turning them into zombies. He's turning them into the evil devil. And it's like a black nightclub that they're attacking, mostly. I mean, he attacks just a regular homestead of a couple whites, couple honkies. And just kidding. Don't take offense to that word. It's just a fun word to say. Listen, if you've never said the word honkies, try it, right? Try it, because it's fun. It's a fun word to say, and it rolls off the tongue in an awkward way, but it feels good. So try that out. No offense. I love honkies, so. Michael B. Jordan plays the main character, plays two main characters. He plays a brother and a brother. And those brothers are twins because that's how siblings that look alike work, and that's mathematical. So he plays two characters. He Murphy'd it. He Eddie Murphy'd it. He what's the movie Eddie Murphy did? Doesn't matter. Don't care. He Norbited it. He Norbited it. So pretty good. Pretty thrilling, pretty action-y-ish. Graphic. You see some necks get bit, and then you see the aftermath, and that's pretty cool. Didn't see it in IMAX. Wish I would have. Really, all movies should be in IMAX. How is everything not IMAX or Dolby? I've actually seen much more Dolby than IMAX, but how is everything not that? Anyways, that's the only notes I have on that movie, really, because I don't want to spoil it because it's so new. Also, this is a warning. The episode that comes out next week talks about The Last of Us episode 2 a lot. So, there's fucking spoilers in that next week's episode. Last night, episode 4 of The Last of Us season 2 played. And I might talk about that a little bit before I wrap up, because we're a little past halfway. But I might not. I don't know. Because I went so hard last week that I kind of want to chill a little bit. So, you have been warned. The end is nigh. I don't know.
And I ain't playing, nigga. God damn it. We lost. We fucking super lost, man.
I've been lifting weights at the YMCA. And what I did for 2 years was go into the side room of the YMCA that they call the training room, which is turning into storage fast. But they have like a shit ton of kettlebells in there. Like all the kettlebells, I think all the kettlebells in Statesville are in that room in the YMCA. And I was doing kettlebell workouts, so I've been going in there. Shout out to On It for a package of workouts I bought, and I just would do that. They're 30 minutes, and I do that, and I stretch, and I come home. And it's so fast and so quick. It's a good workout fast. That's why I started doing it. Because going in the free weights gym for me is like an hour and a half. Because I only go once or maybe twice a week. I only lift weights 1 day a week. I'm in the gym twice, but 1 day is hitting the heavy bag. Except I'm not hitting it right now because my hands are injured. And my wrist. What was I saying? I've been going into the free weights gym. And that's where the majority of people go. That's just a normal weightlifting room where they have squat racks and dumbbells and pull down thingies and machines and stuff. They call it the free weights room if you're not familiar with gyms and gym terms. And at the YMCA, because the YMCA is like a daycare for senior citizens. It's where they go to socialize. And it's where they go to hang out with their friends. Because there's a lot of bro conversations in the locker room at the YMCA. Like I hear at the YMCA adult men's locker room. Because I don't go in the kids' locker room because that would be inappropriate. That would be crazy. No matter what I identify as, that would be insane. I go in the men's locker room, and I don't know what women do in the locker room, but when you're a man, at least me, eye contact isn't necessary. Greetings and small talk are not necessary in the locker room area. The majority of the time. Because sometimes you're just storing stuff in there. Sometimes you're just putting your gym bag in a locker. But sometimes you're hanging dong. Sometimes you're getting that thing out, brother. Sometimes you really just are naked. And I've been in the YMCA men's locker room in Statesville, and I've heard small talk while naked. And then I have the thought of like, oh, I didn't know men in North Carolina were this comfortable being casual and naked together. And is that just a magical force field that surrounds just gym locker rooms? Because if I go over to my bro's living room and I get naked and just start talking about, the UFC fight last night or whatever, that would be weird. Even if we just got out of the swimming pool, even if there was a reason to change, it would be weird for me to get naked in the living room and start talking. But if he also gets naked, is it weird? I don't know. I might have to hire scientists to study this. How much does it cost to hire a scientist to study men getting naked and doing small talk about the weather and sports and stuff? And is that what nudists do? If there's two nudist men in a room, are they nudists or are they like special buddies? I don't know, dude. This is a field that should be studied. I'm not going to study it, but it should be studied. I would read the report. I would read the article, but I wouldn't do the studying myself. I'm not even good at math. And everybody knows you got to be really good at math to study dick science. So anyways, YMCA locker room, lots of small talk, lots of dongs out. Old dongs, like old dicks, dude. The oldest dicks. The oldest dicks, dude. Like, you have never even seen dicks that old. Because your own dick isn't that old. Dicks aren't that old in porno. So, like, it is fucking... it's crazy in there. I just look at where my foot is stepping, and if somebody says hey, I say hey. But that's it, dude. So you go in there, you put your bag away, you take your hoodie off, and I put a lock on my locker. No one else does. I put a combination lock on my locker because I assume someone's going to steal my stuff. Even though no one is, everyone else's locker is just, there's no lock, and their stuff is in there. But I put a combination lock on it, and I have the same combination lock that I had in literally middle school. Remember the combo. It's the same exact one. I still have it. You make your way into the free weights room, and it's not that many people because it's 7:45 in the morning. But there's always, always at least one guy in jeans. Jean pants. And that just really, I don't even know how I feel about it. This gentleman is wearing jean pants, and he doesn't give a fuck, dude. Sometimes when I know I'm just going into the free weights room, I don't know what even shoes I want to wear. But this guy's in there with jeans on and a white tee, and he's mostly watching TV. He's not breaking a sweat, dude. And there's people in there breaking a sweat. There's people in there getting after it, lifting heavy. And this guy doesn't give a F, dude. So that just kind of, at first I thought it was bizarre, but now I'm kind of inspired by it. I'm inspired as an artist to just do what I want to do. Who cares? I have jeans on and I'm sitting on this machine I'm not even using and I'm watching TV. What? So what? And I want to incorporate that into the music that I make of just not even caring. This is what I want to do. And that's it. So shout out to that guy. Also, I saw cargo shorts in there. That's also pretty cool, I think. Super cool. Also, not everyone wipes their machine down. And that's just a really unique approach to take when you sweat all over a machine and you don't wipe it down. There's also a lady that carries around like a caddy, like a small basket that has like Clorox wipes, her phone in it, her water bottle. It's like a care package for germaphobes, kind of. So shout out her. She's cool. She's cool. Fuck it. I guess I'll talk about The Last of Us. I mean, a little bit, briefly. I'll try and do less spoilers than last week. It's day one of Seattle. Ellie and Dina, they are exploring Seattle. And you get to see the Seraphites, or Scars, as the wolves refer to them. And you get to see the wolves, and they're at war. And in the video game, you go into this radio tower, and it's a very graphic scene. And they did it almost damn exactly in the show, dude. Which is very graphic. And it was real people up there hanging. Because they do an interview at the end of the episode, and they're like, yeah, that was real people with a harness on. We put them up there. So they're up there just hanging, and they had fake guts hanging out. Because what the Seraphites do, the Scars, is they put the noose around your neck, and then they disembowel you, and then they hang you. And that's what they do to sinners. So, pretty cool show. Pretty cool cult. Pretty cool show. Isaac in the show did Isaac's voice in the game. He did the acting in the game as well, so that's pretty cool. There's a moment where Ellie plays guitar to Dina. That's exactly in the game. It's also a moment in the game that you can skip. But in the show, obviously, you don't skip it. But in the game, you can play the whole game and not have that part. You also get to see more of Isaac. Because in the game, you just see Isaac when the character that you play as, Abby. Wow, that's a spoiler. Spoiler alert, bitch. In the game, you play as Abby a lot. You play as Ellie also, but you play as Abby a lot. Spoiler, it's been out since 2020. Figure it out. In the game, you only see Isaac when you're playing as Abby. You see Isaac for a little bit. But in the show, since there's no gameplay, they really dive into Isaac, and they show like some of his origin story, which I thought was pretty cool. And they showed him interrogating / torturing a Scar, aka a Seraphite. And it is graphic. And the Seraphite was naked, dude. Naked in a bathroom and just being tortured. And not gonna lie, dude, he kind of had a piece on him, dude.
Man, everyone's gay once in a while.
So shout out to The Last of Us season 2 episode 4 was very good. That's all I'm gonna say about it because I don't want to spoil it too much. So that's that. That is that, dude. And I just got something in my throat and it's fine, bitch. Last thing, and then we'll wrap it up. Oh, this isn't written down, but real quick, Amy Poehler, very funny sketch artist, whatever, she does voice acting, she starred in Parks and Recreation and other movies, Baby Mama, there's been a lot. She's a fucking legend. She is a comedy legend. She does not a stand-up legend, but sketch and improv and all these cool things. Acting. She has a podcast called Good Hang, and it's very good. If you like a comedy podcast, check it out. I don't normally do this, but I absolutely adore Amy Poehler. She is, in my opinions, one of the GOATs, one of the best, one of the most awesome people. So check out her podcast, Good Hang, brother. It is very good, and especially if you are a fan of the old show Parks and Recreation. She's had on like Rashida Jones, who played Anne on Parks and Rec, if you don't remember. And there's other people too, like Catherine Hahn, who played a lawyer for the candy company Sweetums. Really good. Tina Fey was episode 1, who's another SNL legend, acting legend, comedy legend, sketch, improv, all that stuff. A legend. Tina Fey. Tina Fey and Amy Poehler are like a dynamic duo that is just legendary. So like I said, I don't normally do this, what I'm doing right now, but check it out if you like that type of stuff. All right, lastly, I just want to, and this isn't political. I want to not talk about politics, but whether or not what fucking side you're on, it doesn't matter. But Western Carolina was granted $1.4 billion by the current administration, which, by the way, is just awesome. It's awesome that they got the money, regardless of like who you voted for and who you like and who you hate or whatever. It's awesome they got that money to rebuild and really just get their lives back, dude. Because it's bigger than politics and it's bigger than whatever, who you hate and who you like. It's about just America taking care of Americans. Now, if we can do the same thing for, the fire victims, and if we can do the same thing for, like, I don't know. I guess Detroit's doing better. Detroit was hurting. But, there's been plenty of damn disasters. The fires in Hawaii. If we can just take care of our own people, I think that Americans would have better faith in America. So shout out to Western Carolina for getting that money because they needed it. A lot of places in the U.S. needs it. I don't want to be biased to North Carolina because I'm here in North Carolina. There's a lot of, there's these like, there's these parts of America that really need some help. And I think if we can focus on America, build ourselves up, then we can focus on helping other people. Then we can, get involved in wars and maybe like escalate to World War III and do all this stuff and fucking hate each other. If we're going to hate each other, here's the moral of the story. If we're going to hate each other, let's at least be healthy and wealthy. You know what I mean? Let's all be healthy and wealthy and then hate on each other. With a little more class and a little more dignity, dude. That's where we should be at. So that's where I'm going to end this, dude. Shout out Western. Shout out whoever else might get some money for a grant who went through a disaster. Shout out them. And make your bed, brush your teeth. Listen, dude. Here's what's up for real. However you think, however you go about life, I don't know. But I think a good way to do it is, and I try, this is a struggle, this is something I think about and I try and be conscious of. I'm not good at it, but this is something that I think about. I keep holding the mic away from my mouth. This is something that I try and do, is try not to point out where the world needs to change. Just identify where you need to change and focus on that. And the ripple effect, even though it's not immediate, even though it seems woo-woo, the ripple effect of that is you do start to change the world. You make the world better by making yourself better. It doesn't seem that way. It seems discouraging. And for a long time, it seems like you're trying to make yourself better and everything around you is getting worse. But I promise, you focus on making yourself better genuinely. I don't mean half-assing it, and I don't mean fucking lying to yourself, because a lot of us do that. We lie to ourselves. Oh, I haven't drank too much. I'm not eating too many edibles. I haven't had too many sweets. Oh, I worked out enough last week. I don't need to do it this week. Oh, this or that or this or that. Oh, I need to fucking half-ass on my side work because it was a hard shift. All this stuff we lie to ourselves about holds us back. So don't lie to yourself. Be very honest with yourself. Don't be mean to yourself. Be very honest with yourself. Identify where you can work on yourself and do it. Just do it. And in doing that, I promise, it seems crazy, the world starts to change. Your reality starts to change. So that's what I'm going to end on. I don't know why I went into that, but I was just feeling that. So that's what I'm going to end it. Make your bed, brush your teeth. Stay black, stay beautiful, or not black. Stay whatever. You can be a honky if you want. I love you anyways. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share maybe. I don't know. So thank you so much. Bye.
If any of you sons of bitches got anything else to say, now's the fucking time! I didn't think so. 今日はこれまでにしましょう。